You already know this is about to be stupid.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa, this a new range, new page. Got me in a new country, new stage. I ain't signed no deal, I'm too paid. I do not have chill, I'm too crazy. I do not take L's, I'm too Brady. I might be frosted, I'm not flaky. Don't know what it cost me, it's all gravy. Turn on that faucet and just pay me. Whoa, we gon' get it, bring it back. Maybe Donald is a Mac. Couple bottles, empty glass. New machine, I'm sending facts. Bump the headline, check the facts. I'm not a gangster, but I'm a gorilla. Hop on them drums when I'm feeling J Dilla. Come get your lady, cause I'm a just stiller.
How about the range? Whoa. Yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa, there's no comparison. Black in America, a little too arrogant. I just embarrass y'all niggas irrelevant. I shouldn't mention it, that's royal etiquette. Out of my element, way too intelligent. Grab you a therapist, send him my sentiments. Neck full of sediments, caught me a Tesla and skirt through the valley. Dropped an investment in Silicon Valley. All of this cake, but I'm missing the patty. Might mess around and just move to Miami. Drums are so loud that they break in the chassis. King of the grass like a Lionel Messi. I am not crass, but my mental is messy. Mud in my glass while my pencil is sketching. All these rappers, but no one impressed me. Most of them actors that labels as testing.
How about the range? Whoa. Yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa. How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me.
How about the range? Whoa. Yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa.
Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, somewhere between who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new height with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like, oh well. Yeah, hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah. Ay, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2, get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents, cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like Elon, I'm solar. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2, get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does. Everywhere I look, it's just kids and drugs. Everywhere I look, it's just gangs and thugs. Can't tame the guns, can't save our loved ones. I grew my funds and I called the plug. Then I filled my lungs, I don't mess with that new shit. Y'all talking tough, but ain't none of y'all do shit. Y'all chasing money, you want the exposure. Y'all think y'all funny and snake Gucci loafers. I don't give disclaimers, I rap full disclosure. These niggas all think they were born in October. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have stacks on plus stacks when I'm older. Stacks when I'm older. Yeah, stacks when I'm older. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have millions in cash when I'm older. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2, get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Too many people on a bandwagon. Done bad through that hellfire. Came out lethal like a red dragon. Same old rapper with the same old flows. Color dreads with the pants sagging. Got that fame, but you sold your soul. You a warlock, I'm the dark assassin. Said thick stacks, mode change. Big bags, faux chains. Get that money, said big facts, no gains. Big stats, mo fame. Weed back stunts, said big names. On stage, big trap, no shame. Going in, running that big check. My name, sign that, more rain. Come back home and just come up, hey. Let's be with that drama, hey. Saw that fatty mama, hey. Told her I don't wanna, hey. Come up, hey. Let's be with that drama, hey. Saw that fatty mama, hey. Told her I don't wanna, hey. She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Tryna stay private, but I got them groupies. On me in private, but don't get all choosy. Bust out the bubble and in with the new me. FTLOG on the top with the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies. She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Tryna stay humble, but I get real moody. Try not to stumble, but she a real cutie. Bust out the bubble and in with the new me. FTLOG on the top with the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Coming in hot. Oh, this looks juicy. There's a lot going on here.
I'm seeing stars.
Hit Nico Cotto.
My nipples.
Looks like Hess Hornaday.
I'm fucking proud of myself.
You might want to get your thyroid checked.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 3113 of the Daily Mother Swole, the muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, Beaches, Booshes, Bustas, Hustles, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing on all UB. Alright, fam, hit the like button, subscribe, make sure that you are leaving a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcast, anywhere you like to bang your ear holes. Today's Swole card is sick fucking games. Drop SFGs in the comments down below. We'll give that away at the end of today's episode. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Stoked to have you. We got some stories to get into. And, of course, we have some other announcements we're going to talk about first. We got a couple SwoleFam posts. Actually, I just must have closed the window, so I got to pull them up. But drop in the comments, what are you smashing today? And, of course, check all the links down below to get on the email list to join the SwoleFam over at swolenormousx.com. And, of course, we still have some awesome merch specials going on right now over at papaswolio.com. Today I'm rocking the Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice. I think I wore this one yesterday, which is awesome because it's extra nice.
Hi, puppy.
It's extra awesome, so I can wear this every single day. And it will always be fresh. It will always be clean, always be sharp, and it will always be a great nip cover. Not only that, we have another announcement that I've kind of mentioned on the live streams and kind of poked around. We still have a couple little tweaks and updates, but I guess we always will. So if you're a listener to the show, I want to give you guys the next layer of access. So we announced it for members previously last week. The Swolenormous app is now available. So let's get a round of applause. You can go and jump on that pony, go to the App Store or Google Play and download the Swolenormous app. It's available now, just starting to kind of release in terms of announcing it. So you'll be one of the first to download it and check it out. So go to the App Store and download the Swolenormous app. You can use our yoga classes and yoga studio, all the stuff. You can have offline downloads. You can schedule your workouts. We got a community in there as well. And of course, when you join, you'll also get access to the Telegram chat and Swole text. And of course, custom playlists, the 7 Pillars Daily Journal. You could stream it to your TV and so much more. Everything is there at your disposal. Your entire fitness experience in the palm of your hand. As always, Swolenormous X has been the tits for years. And now the Swolenormous app takes it to the next level. So go and download the Swolenormous app, iOS on your App Store for Apple, and of course, Google Play. And if you already have downloaded the app, as always, drop it in the comments. What are your thoughts so far? Let's get a couple testimonials live. And of course, we are about to get into today's episode. So last but not least, I talked about the 20% off over at papaswolio.com. Make sure that you jump on these specials because it is holiday season. And of course, we sell out different sizes, different designs, different colors. And if there's something that you have your heart set on, now's a great time to go over there. 20% off everything. Brand new drop. Naughty, nice. Nope. At the fucking gym. That's what I'm talking about. Let's fucking go. Are you naughty? Are you nice? You're neither. You're at the fucking gym. You're not a huge pussy. You make some gains. So go and pick up the new drop over there at papasolio.com. Now 20% off. All right, let's get into first SwoleFam posts. Are you ready?
What's in the box?
First SwoleFam post from Tanya. Hello, it's Monday. I can't join for the accountability meeting, but I'm posting here. This week, I'm starting week 12 of the 90-day dash. 1 week usually takes me about 10 days, so I'll update again when I finish it. The yoga has gotten so much better. Tripod pose and pigeon wheel pose used to jack me up and freak me out, but now they're easy. I can't believe that I ever had problems with them in the first place. I felt a little embarrassed doing it this last time, thinking, oh my gosh, I used to think this was so hard. Well, that's how it happens. You adapt and you adjust, you get better, and then it becomes easier. So keep on going. Also, I'm traveling to the US in December and will not have access to a gym, so I'm going to start piecing together a 2-week routine for myself using Swole 7 and Swole Mastery. I ordered a resistance band set from Amazon and had it delivered to my mom's house in North Carolina. I want to incorporate strength training with bands. The idea is super messy right now, but I have 6 weeks to make a tight 2-week program. That's my update. Stay swole, everyone. Just so you know, I don't know if you knew this, but in the United States, there are gyms. There are gyms. I know it's mind-blowing. Mind is blown, but there are gyms in the United States. You could also get a day pass, or you could say you're moving to the area, and can you get like a 2-week trial, or maybe. But of course, bring bands, yoga, stuff like that. What you're doing is great. Just saying that there are gyms in North Carolina. Maybe you live, or in North Carolina, maybe it's hopefully it's not where the hurricanes and the flooding was, but maybe you start going to some of these more rural areas and it could be a long drive and maybe you don't have access to a car. So I get that. It sounds like you're doing great. You're planning ahead, and I'm sure you thought about that already. So appreciate you, Tanya, and good for you. Good for you. Good for you. All right, we got a SwoleFam post accountability from Aaron this past week. This week, it'll be a 3-for-1 special of being consistently mindful of my community and the energy that I surround myself with. I'll practice my mindfulness and engage only with people by limiting my conversations with those who just complain and not think about solutions to solving their problems. I'm totally open to venting, but there comes a point where you have to get some solutions going. I've recently come to appreciate the concept of protecting my energy in order to function, and there's only so much I can do for others while maintaining my own sanity. Thanks, Papa and fam. Stay swole. And I agree. It's a drain. Negative people are an absolute drain. You don't realize it until you remove them. Think of this as the elimination diet. You don't realize how toxic the foods that you're eating are until you remove them. You don't realize how bad your habits are until you remove them. You don't realize how wiped out and how desperate you are for sleep until you get quality sleep. So you're adapting to a lot of garbage shit, and people think that they're fine. They think they're doing great. They don't realize how bad they're doing until they actually cut these things out and get their shit together. So good for you. Always want to cut out that noise. All right, let's get into a couple email responses. We got 2 from the No Magic Pill. This one's short and sweet. This one's from Brian. This morning was an upper push day from Maximum Swole, split B1. Absolutely destroyed it and felt amazing after the workout was over. Good for you. If you want to start Maximum Swole, like I mentioned earlier, download the SwoleNormus app from your App Store, Google Play, and start your free trial and get on Maximum Swole. What a great program. Everyone loves Maximum Swole. How many of you in the live chat are doing Maximum Swole right now? That's awesome. Maximum Swole is great. The GOAT. Michelle, responding to the There's No Magic Pill email, Michelle says, hey, Bish, you're right. There ain't no magic pill. I hear Forrest Gump accent. No magic pill, Jenny. Those who want to live like life is a box of chocolates seem to find their way to obesity, illnesses, and then want to blame society for their issues, their problems, and feel sorry for themselves. Not in Michelle's world. I got tired of my own bullshit and got to work. I've been training for about 15 years, lifting for close to 13. I love fitness. I love moving my body in different ways. I'm currently doing Swole season. Today was legs alpha. I almost didn't finish the workout because my brain wanted to be a little bitch and tell me to quit, but I didn't. I finished those prone leg curls, superset with those Bulgarians, and made those my bitch. Tomorrow is active recovery day. So the nip cover, Swole Ma Stay, seems appropriate. Thanks for all you do, Papa. See you at the gym and in the Mancast. Later, fam. Go kick some ass. Michelle. Aww. Love it. Thank you for sharing. Awesome. Good for you, Michelle. And remember, fam, if you want to get on the email list, go to makeemailswoleagain.com. Links are down below. Makeemailswoleagain.com. And you can get on the email list. It's 100% free, and you definitely want to be on there because you'll get the latest notifications, of course. We're already in the tip. Let me move that. We already moved into the tip. I didn't hit that button, so let me remove that. Excellent. All right. Well, actually, we're through this. We're through the emails, and we're ready for some questions. We did Caesars yesterday. Let's get into some questions. All right. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. We'll take live questions. We got some from Instagram. Let's get some feedback from the app. Those of you that have already downloaded the app, you've already been using it. Let's get some feedback. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Michelle says, app is great, fabulous, wonderful, user-friendly. Thank you very much. Cerny says, the ease of finding what I want is a game changer. Hashtag sick fucking games. And of course, the website, of course, SwoleNormousX.com, it's the same login. It's the same login. So if you have, for some reason, and it's totally fine, if you have a preference for using the website, you could still use the website. You don't have to use the app. So you can still use the same login, and you don't have to, if maybe you like to use the website, it's totally fine. Same login, and then you can just go back and forth, but you don't have to log in every time. The website, just like any kind of browser, will time out. You might have to log back in. Joe says the app is great, easy to navigate. Mark says, I like the website for merch purposes. For merch purposes? Well, merch is only on the website. Merch is only on the website. Of course, we do have the latest releases. You'll see new releases on the app, but, you know, you could always just, it sends you to the website. It's just within the app. But yeah, the latest drops, we'll announce them, right? So on the app, when you log in on the app, you open it up, you'll see the latest releases. And the cool thing is when you open up, you'll see the featured content. You'll see whatever the new releases are. It's all right there. So it's nice in one spot. Nick says, loving the app makes working out so much easier. The pictures make it so I don't need to Google jack shit. Damn right. Good stuff. Glad you guys are enjoying it. All right, let's get into some questions. If you have live questions, wherever you're watching, hashtag Ask Papa Swole, drop that in the comments. And when we run out of questions, we will move on. So we'll take this one from Roger.
What's in the box?
Roger, also known as Rogelio. Roger says, what does your daily food intake look like? How much time do you spend in the gym? Depends on the day. I'll spend an hour, hour and a half. Doesn't really matter until I get what I need to get done. The time is irrelevant to the volume and the intensity and the frequency. My daily food intake, drink coffee. I'll eat eggs. I'll eat steak, fruit. I talk about this all the time. Animal-based, pretty much carnivore plus fruit. So I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty details of everything, last thing I eat at different times, but I'll eat to my heart's content, and you can too. If you're eating the quality foods, you can eat as much as you want because you're going to get full. So I eat steak, I'll have some rice, dates, honey, coconut water, bananas, fruit, whatever I want, watermelon. If I feel like it, I'll eat it. But for protein, it'll be grass-fed and finished whey protein or raw dairy, steak, beef, eggs. That's pretty much where you get your protein from. So that's what I consume. We talk about it a lot, so I'm not going to belabor it too much. But when you join and you download the SwoleNormous app, you can start with the Nutrition Jumpstart and the Elimination Diet. So the whole point with nutrition is that it is going to be individual for you. Most of us are going to be eating somewhat the same stuff, but of course your individual preferences and whatever it is going to, there's going to be slight deviations for what you do based on your timing and whatever else. So you do an elimination diet, you're going to figure out what works best for your body. Kabir, how to increase muscle mass, progressive overload, and get quality sleep and eat quality food. Very vague question, so we're not going to spend too much more time on it. That's how you increase muscle mass. increasing your reps and increasing your weight. Let's see, Jordan, Papa Swole, any advice on how to reduce the fat in my abdominal area? Yeah, do the elimination diet, download the SwoleNormus app, start on the Nutrition Jumpstart, and learn how to eat properly. You probably don't lift weights, or you don't do it properly, and you don't eat properly. So, okay. Vague questions get vague answers. How to reduce fat in the abdominal area. It's probably the easiest thing to do. Stop eating so much garbage. Stop eating so much of it. Takes time. It takes time, but you can crunch and do sit-ups until you pass out. You're not going to get leaner. Sergio, Papa Swolio, I'm sick and weak. Do you recommend to go to the fucking gym or not now? Are you sick? Like you're ill? Don't go to the gym. Khan, 1991, are squats enough for legs? I would say yes and no. It depends on what results you get from squats. Squats are not going to hit your hamstrings, and they're really good for quads. They're kind of like, all right, you'll get some glutes, but it's mostly quads, especially if you get your knees over your toes properly. So it's much more of it's not a total leg exercise, but different people are going to get different results from doing squats, barbell squats or hack squats. A squat pattern is important, but which one you choose and what type of results you get, what kind of reaction you have to this is going to vary from person to person. Most people are going to find they want some other kind of hip hinge, whether it's 45-degree hypers, some sort of a RDL for the glutes, some sort of I use 45-degree hyper with a band because it's progressive and it really is the best strength profile to target the glutes. But some people like to switch to a leg press. That's still a squat pattern. It's just a different resting length. You're hitting a different range of the motion of the muscles. You're maybe a little more mid-length rather than doing a hack squat or a Smith machine squat or barbell squat, which will get more of the lengthened position of the quads. Or you could do a more short position like a leg extension, depending on how far you're leaning back. So it really just depends. But a seated leg curl is great. Nordic curls are great. Jefferson curls are great. So enough for legs, that's kind of a vague statement. If you do squats and you have amazing growth and your legs look amazing and it's all over, it's really not enough in terms of being able to function. You want to build your strength for other types of movements like a hip hinge movement. So I would say in general, a squat pattern is great and doing some sort of posterior chain. And that can depend on the individual and depend on your needs and what you're trying to improve. So an RDL, hyper, some sort of hip hinge movement, a good morning. That's really good for the posterior chain. You could do a seated leg curl. Seated leg curl is pretty much all you need. It's much better than prone if you have a good seated leg curl machine. So those are good options. But again, you can get great results just from like a squat and an RDL. You can have amazing legs. Again, it's a progressive overload. You'll build muscle over time. You just have to be consistent with it and load it properly and progressively overload it properly and consistently. I am Lakshay. 7. Papa Swolio, should we work on triceps more than that of biceps? No, you don't need more triceps work unless you have very underdeveloped triceps. But triceps incur damage very quickly. Some muscles incur more damage than others or fatigue more quickly, and triceps is one of those. They're both relatively small and they're getting worked in other movements, but if you have lagging triceps, you might want to prioritize them. Train them first in the workout. So if you need to bring up your triceps, this is where people get confused. They think, hey, my triceps are not as big as my biceps, or I need to bring them up. So they train them more. They do more volume. All you're doing is you're causing more fatigue, which might actually make it worse for your growth. Just by doing more doesn't mean that you're going to get more results. What you can do for triceps is do them first. If you want to maximize the stimulus for a muscle group, you want to train the body parts you want to prioritize first in the workout and preferably after a recovery day, at least one recovery day. So you can do triceps before you do legs. You might not like to do triceps before an upper body day, but if you're doing back, you could do triceps first. Or you're doing an upper body day, do triceps first. Again, whatever you're trying to prioritize. And like I always say, you can only prioritize one or two body parts pretty much. overall in a program. You're not going to be able to prioritize 7 different body parts. So whatever you train first in the session and whatever you train when first in the session when you're the most recovered. And again, it doesn't have to be the first exercise, but it should be in the earlier part of the workout. But whatever you're trying to prioritize, you want to train it first. And if you're doing an every other day split, like where you're training every other day, that way you're getting the most recovery for that workout because you're coming off a recovery day. If you do a Monday, Tuesday, and upper lower, your lower is going to be compromised by the effort and the fatigue from the Monday workout. It depends on the individual and how much you do, but objectively, if you're training 2 days in a row, the second day is going to be negatively affected by the first day because you have systemic fatigue too, not just because it's different body parts. So if you want to train your triceps and bring them up, train them first in a session. Okay, Mustafa Ahmed, 96. Why do you go to gym? To be healthy and to make gains.
Matt Damon.
Thank you for the well thought out question. Okay, let's get into some. I always give a chance for questions to come through. I don't see them. We're moving on. Good stuff. We will keep on crushing. Hit the like button, fam. Leave us a review on Spotify for the show. 5-star review wherever you listen and bang your ear holes. And let's move right along. So we got a couple stories. We got some videos. Let's see how many videos we got in the folder. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3, and then we'll get into a couple of these news stories first. Obviously, the title of today's episode, Gutting the Government and Women in Combat. So you probably heard that Vivek and Elon Musk were appointed to the Department of Government Efficiency, which is fantastic. We should gut the fuck out of the government. Gutting 80% is just, don't tease me. Don't tease me. Make it 95 plus. The smaller the government, the federal government, the smaller the government, the better. The better. Get rid of it all. Get the fuck out of here. I can't wait. I'm going to read something that's pretty awesome. Plus, talked about women in combat because I believe Pete Hegseth is, was he Secretary of State? I think that was the announcement. And this guy, he's a really smart guy. And honestly, anytime the machine and the Democratic establishment hates a pick or hates something that's going on, it's probably a good choice. So usually if you have the communists and you have the woke mob that is flocking to talk shit about a Trump appointee, chances are it's over target. Chances are it's over target. So the first thing we'll talk about is this video. I'll play this little clip. I forget when this launched. It's going around making the rounds. And this guy's claim is that women shouldn't serve in combat roles. And I wholeheartedly agree. I don't think it takes much of a functioning brain to realize that women shouldn't be in combat roles. Again, this does not mean that women can't serve in the military. It doesn't mean that women can't serve their country. What it means is if you're going into physical battle, there's a reason why there's no women that are Navy SEALs. It's just physically they can't keep up. And plus, I don't think we should be sacrificing the value of women in our society to physical combat. It creates a lot more conflict, interpersonal conflict. There's a lot more risk. You don't want to be sacrificing yourself. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And we're talking about a weakest link physically. It's going to be women 100% of the time. And we're talking about combat. Okay. And this is not to say that some women are stronger than some men. Yeah, I know there's soy boys like Harry Sisson and all these other cucks out there. But the point is, just because some women could beat up some men, you know, the exceptions don't make the rule. So I don't think that if you're sending in 20 hardcore Navy SEALs, you know, Dev Group, like Ghost Recon type shit, there's no place for a woman there. There's no place for a woman there in the physical combat. Anyway, so let's get into this video and why people are freaking out. I just think it's logic and common sense. And of course, people are going to extrapolate this that are not good actors. They're dishonest. They're going to extrapolate this like, oh my God, this guy is a misogynist. He hates women. He hates this. That's not what is being said. That's not what's being said at all. So let's just check this out. Soy boys don't count. So let's check out this clip. This is on my X account at SwoleNormus if you want to follow me, and let's take a listen. Why is that not playing? Are we going to do this fucking bullshit? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why the fuck would that not play? That's weird. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I know there's no sound. Thank you. I gathered that. I guess we're not going to play that. Can I play any of these sounds? Let me see if this clip that I posted. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. All right, we'll skip that. Anyway, I think we don't really have to listen to what he said. He pretty much just said what I just said. All right, so let's move. Let's move to the other story, and then we'll get into some videos. Hopefully the videos will play. Where is this? All right, I think this will be the greatest thing ever. Check this out. Check out this post from Elon Musk. I think this is awesome. Zoom in. So the Department of Government Efficiency. So Elon Musk posted this yesterday. All actions of the Department of Government Efficiency will be posted online for maximum transparency. Anytime the public thinks we are cutting something important or not cutting something wasteful, just let us know. Like, I love how this is going to be so involved. People on X are going to be like, why do we have that garbage? Why do we still have that in the government? The transparency, we've never had transparency. And taxation is theft in so many respects. But if I'm paying taxes and I know exactly where they're going for, it might make sense in the sense that I don't mind putting up some cash in terms of something that's really going to benefit our country or my children's future and stuff like that. I don't think that's outlandish as long as it's optional and we can opt into these things. But just giving money, just throwing money into this bleeding pit. This is like having a massive leak in the bottom of a boat and you're throwing sand on it. It's just going to go right through. It's not achieving anything. We're just in ridiculous debt because of all this bloat, and the government never gets smaller. So that's why we're collapsing right now. So this might be just in time before the dollar collapses. So we will also, this is the best part, we will also have a leaderboard for the most insanely dumb spending of your tax dollars. I can't believe this. It's so awesome. This will be both extremely tragic and extremely entertaining. Can you imagine when they start posting, oh my God, it cost $50 million for toilet paper in the Pentagon or some shit. I can't wait for these reports. I cannot wait. A leaderboard? Oh, I can't wait for the leaderboard. I can't wait for all the fraud to come out. Absolute fraud. I can't wait. This is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Like, the last thing I'm giving my fucking money for is for fucking Ukraine or Israel. My money should not go anywhere. I want any taxes I pay should be for, I don't know, a new stoplight, a new stop sign or speed bumps on a couple roads that are going to be good when there's children playing and shit like that. That's where the money should be going. Anyway, we don't need the sound for the other thing. We don't need the sound to know that women shouldn't be serving in combat roles. And we don't need sound to know that gutting the government is going to be a great thing. Anyway, exciting. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Jody says, I am a relatively strong and confident woman, 55 years old, tomboy, in quotes, who loves being a woman and loves men. And we have got to let men do what men are meant to do. And we do things that we can do. Like, Jody's super based. And what happened to the tomboy? What happened to the tomboy, Jody? Any tomboys today are now getting their dicks cut off. Now you're trans. You can't be a tomboy. And remember, and understand, a tomboy does not mean a lesbian. Do you remember that term? Just when I saw it, I'm thinking, oh my God, I haven't heard that in a while. Tomboys are not lesbians. Tomboys are just, you're playing sports, you're wrestling, you have like 3 brothers, maybe you're a tomboy. Okay. A lot of times that's a phase, or you grow up and you're still a woman and you still like men. You just have predispositions and other characteristics that make you more competitive or slightly higher testosterone levels, whatever the reasons are. Remember tomboys? No one does. Now they're boys. Now they're boys. They ruined being a tomboy. Yeah. Now you're actually a boy. It's a good thing they didn't cut your tits off and give you a pee-pee. That America button. I can't wait. Can you believe what time we're living in? And I've been feeling this way, that this is 1776 all over again. Does anyone else feel like it's almost like the refounding of our country. That's what I feel the energy is right now. It's really very much 1776, the Declaration of Independence, writing the Constitution. I feel like it's coming back. You have a lot of people that are actually, they want to not just make history, but reforge history. It's kind of like, what was it? The Return of the King, Lord of the Rings. Remember was it the third one? Was it the third one that was it the third one where Elrond, reforged the sword? The Shards of Narsil or something? Wasn't that when he reforges the sword? Like the sword has been remade. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like we're getting out the papyrus. We're getting out the quill tip. We're getting out the feather. We're ready to write some new shit. And again, in the sense, not really write new stuff. We're not trying to maybe rewrite the laws, but maybe refine them, but go back to the constitutional nature, go back to the writings, go back to the foundation. I think it's awesome. It really feels that way. It really feels that people are coming together for a new declaration in the best way possible. And I love it. With all these appointees, when you hear the libtards crying, it's a good choice. It's a good choice. And the people have spoken. Quote unquote, alternative media is the new media. No one cares what CNN is yapping on about. No one cares what MSNBC is yapping on about. They called Trump Hitler, Nazis, all this shit for years, and especially ramping up at the end. And everyone just said, fuck you. We're not paying. It's great. It's great. And the popular vote was so important because it let everyone know, here's a big middle finger. No one fucking cares. You lost. It's just, they showed their ass, and it was gnarly. It was ugly and embarrassing. And the problem is, when you have something that embarrassing, you have to almost double down. And a lot of people are doubling down. A lot of other people are kind of like, oh, they know they're the minority now, and they're trying to backtrack it, but they're liars and grifters, and they'll lose their jobs, and they should lose their following, and people can stop paying attention to what they're saying, hopefully. But a lot more people are going to double down, and hopefully there's no violence. Who thinks the left is going to totally J6? Who thinks the left is going to riot like crazy? It's going to make, quote, January 6th, which obviously wasn't an insurrection, but who thinks they're going to make it look like a tea party? That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Let's move on. Let's get into some videos. Do we pick a number? 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, or 3. These are gnarly. Let's do number 2. Sheena, number 2. This video is called Liking Active People. Her face again? I'm tired of her face.
Welcome back to my new series, everybody, where I teach you about things that are fat-phobic that you may not have known are fat-phobic. Part 6.
Jesus Christ.
We're going to take it all the way back to the dating apps. When someone puts something in their bio that says, I like people who are active.
I'm going to pause you right there. You know what that means? I like people who are active. That's a nice way of saying, I don't want someone who's fat and lazy. I don't want a fat, lazy slob. That's what someone's saying on a dating app. I like someone who's active, aka not unhealthy. I want someone who takes care of themselves. They could just say, I don't like fat chicks. That would also suffice. Just more direct.
Now, that is a statement that insinuates and assumes that all fat people are lazy. And
I'm going to pause you right there. This whole grift, I'm telling you, okay, this is a grift. This is a lie and a grift, and you don't have to like it. But overwhelmingly, the reason why, what are we defining as lazy? Lazy is essentially you're undisciplined. Lazy means not like you're sitting around doing nothing. It just means you're not doing what you should be doing. You're not prioritizing the things. You procrastinate, you're lazy, whatever term you want to call it. I will say one thing. If you are morbidly obese, the first thing I think is not, whoa, you're really active. You must go to the gym 5 days a week and eat really healthy. No, I think you're fat and lazy. There's a reason why fat and lazy go together, because you don't do physical activity. You do not take care of yourself. You are not disciplined. You do not do the things that you should be doing. Tell me how that's not lazy. All fat people. Okay, one person? What do you determine? How are you defining lazy? Of course, the left always tries to change definitions, but cope and seethe.
Don't work out and don't move. Therefore, having that in your bio is fat phobia.
It's not.
Now, you could have any number of things in your bio.
Oh, tell me what to think. Tell me what to put in my bio.
Considered fat phobic.
Tell me what I can and can't say,
Likes
please.
a partner who has an active lifestyle.
Likes a partner who has an. Do you think that's do you think that's descriptive? If I'm on a dating app and I say I like a partner who goes to the gym, oh my God, that's fat phobic. No, it's not. That's what I like to do. I would like to find someone that likes to do what I like to do. You're just retarded. Let's continue.
Prefers a partner who works out. Those are just code ways to say I don't like fat people, which is fine.
Then what are we talking about? It is fine. I don't like people who are fat and unhealthy. This doesn't have to be a video. This is just common sense.
Sure, but to be blatantly fat phobic is not okay.
It's your made up word doesn't exist. Fat phobia doesn't exist, but it's totally okay. Your feelings are not my concern. You have every right to have your feelings hurt. It's just not a quality way to go through life, playing a victim and always being sensitive to microaggressions and words. Words are violence. They hurt your feelings. Your feelings are not my concern. The truth is, people that are obese are not healthy. They do not take care of themselves. They might be in the process of it, but the results speak for themselves. And this has nothing to say that they're an evil person and they touch and diddle kids and they murder people. No, we're not saying that they're a terrible person, but they don't take care of themselves, or they haven't. This is why they're in this current situation. Again, you see someone who's overweight or fat, they might be in the process of changing. Okay, that's fine. It's a mindset. It's what are you doing now about it? Again, I'm talking to the people that are trying to defend the fact that, oh, everyone else is mean and I'm beautiful the way I am. You're not. Your personality is horrendous. It's a terrible mindset. It's very weak and it's destructive. And no one's attracted to that.
There are other ways to go about this. Just don't match with fat people. It's that simple. Stay tuned for the next part. Thanks so much.
No one wants to match with. If you have there's a reason why if you're into fat people, it's a fetish. You know what a fetish means? Okay. A fetish is really something that's like specific and it's out of the norm. That's why it's called a fetish. Like it's an obsession with like a specific niche of like, oh, you're into feet. It's like weird. But you're into fat people. It's like, okay, people might have some sort of like ingrained attraction for whatever reason. Fine. There is someone, when you say there's someone for everyone, maybe, maybe not. But there are certain people that have certain interests and they're going to connect. Fine, that's going to happen. But we're talking bell curve stuff. We're talking the average. We're talking overwhelmingly. So again, this is always going to be the exceptions don't make the rule. Okay, let's see. We'll do this one on the last two. Can't afford healthy food. Can't afford healthy food. I'm always interested to see where these videos go. This is just the title. I don't know what it's going to be about. It's probably going to be horrible. Can't afford healthy food.
You are fat phobic. You are also being classist.
What?
Let me explain. Someone who has lesser money doesn't have the luxury of spending more money on healthier foods.
Healthy foods are not, okay, quality foods, you can eat much healthier with the money you're currently spending. This is a very much in many cases a grift. Maybe you're not buying filet mignon, grass-fed, grass-finished, but you can get just beef. Get beef, eat eggs, eat real food. Eating ramen isn't the answer.
Why do you think at the dollar store you see quick-made meals or some...
Again, eating at a dollar store, there's your problem. Okay. Money that you could spend at a dollar store, you could still, the choices you can make at a dollar store could definitely be improved, but there are things called supermarkets. And there are a lot of supermarkets where there are dollar stores. There are food deserts. Sure. We need healthier food, but of course we need to work on other things like crime and, we need to increase policing in some of these areas. So to defund the police, these movements are all, they create a lot of these, like the left, they create the problem and then complain about the result. They let crime go rampant and then supermarkets and places move out and like, there's food deserts here. It's like, well, maybe you should clamp down on the fucking crime then. Okay. Anyway.
Junk food. Don't see healthier foods like vegetables, fruits. To buy a whole meal at a grocery store is so expensive depending on the size of your family.
My brain hurts. My brain hurts. Nice flat screen TV though.
Even if it's just for yourself anyway. That's why it's so much easier for people to go to fast food places, because most fast food joints nowadays have dollar menus, and you can feed your entire family for about $10.
You can poison your family for $10. Again, do you want to poison your family for $10? Get $10. You could buy 2 pounds of beef. You could buy, a dozen eggs. You could feed your family with eggs. It might take you a little effort to cook. Again, money can be spent different ways. So in other words, you are buying poison and garbage rather than, oh my God, it takes time and effort. Sure. We have a culture of people that don't want to even move. This woman doesn't, if you're just listening, this woman doesn't have a neck, by the way. So someone who's morbidly obese preaching or saying like, oh, some people don't have the money to eat. You obviously have plenty of food. So what are we complaining about? You're so virtuous. Speaking for the people who can't speak for themselves.
Versus when you're going to go to a grocery store and depending on the size of your family, you're going to be spending average just for yourself and maybe another person, $30 to $40 for just one meal. $30 to $40 for just one meal. And some people just for yourself and maybe another person, $30 to $40 for just one meal.
Incorrect. $30 to $40 for one meal. Go to the store, buy a pound of beef and some white rice or some fruit. Just 1 pack of beef. That's one meal. You and someone else each get 8 ounces. A lot of people aren't eating 8 ounces of beef, but you can eat 8 ounces of beef. Right? Beef packs are a pound. 8 ounces of beef, and you could have some white rice or a sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are like, what, 70 cents a pound? So some ground beef, even if it's grain-fed, right, not grass-fed and finished, what is that, $3, $4, $5 maybe? So you go to the supermarket, you buy 1 pack of beef, forget the grass-fed, and sweet potatoes, and just have beef and sweet potatoes. Maybe you have a little bit of, it's going to be under $10. Okay, it's $15. Again, a lot of times what they might say is upfront, you spend $30, $40, but you can get 2-3 meals. You'll have leftovers. I don't want to listen to another minute of this garbage.
Some people argue this and say, well, people can go work out. Like, yeah, you can eat crappy foods, but you can go work out.
No.
Gyms cost money.
Oh my God, things cost money. Oh my goodness. So maybe don't spend money on garbage. Maybe don't spend money on stupid shit. Gyms cost money. Go for a walk, do some push-ups, do some yoga, 100% free. Go on YouTube. You have a phone to go on TikTok. Most people, even homeless people, have fucking smartphones. Go on YouTube. We charge for Swolenormous, for the app and stuff like that. We have yoga classes. You could find free stuff online. I just created Swolenormous X so we could have everything in one place. But you can go and find free shit. Information is out there. It's free. It's just the weak mentality. People don't want to do anything for themselves. Just want to make an excuse. So it's like, I don't have as much money as George Clooney, so I can't eat healthy. Why are you comparing yourself to like a multimillionaire? There are a lot of people that
extra income that's coming out of that person's pocket. And some people do not have that money to spend. And some other people will say, well,
yeah, and I'd love to see how many of those people have Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus and have a PS5 and a Gucci belt and the latest iPhone. Again, it's priorities. You're prioritizing the wrong shit. Welcome to life. Most people prioritize the wrong shit. That's why most people are fat and broke.
They can go walking around their block or go running. Not everyone lives in the same area that you do.
Oh my God, not everyone lives in the same area as I do, so they can't do anything. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, do they live on Earth? Does the person live on Earth? Do 100 burpees, like move your body. Another excuse.
Not in the same neighborhood. Some people.
Not everyone lives in the same neighborhood. 8 billion people don't live on my block. You don't say.
Well, it's too dangerous to go outside and go running around your block.
Okay, run in place. Do push-ups, do burpees, do some yoga in the apartment. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, look, again, I have to like specify, not everyone has the same situation. No shit. No shit. But you're not going to, this is why this is why most people are in these situations, because they play the victim and they're like, oh, well, I can't do all this because I'm in this. And that's why they don't get out of it. That's why they don't move through. A lot of people get out of these situations and they do whatever they can and they actually progress, where a lot of people just point to the others and it's a systemic racism. It's this, it's that, it's the other, it's everyone's keeping me down. And guess what? You stay exactly where you are.
When they know that their area isn't great. Some people say, well, I work a 12-hour shift, or I work a 9 to 5, and I can figure out how to make time to cook good meals and go work out. People who have lower income are just trying to survive.
Everyone's trying to survive. Everyone. That's a cope. That's a victim mentality. It's having someone that's morbidly obese lecture you. Isn't that really the most grotesque thing ever?
Their main focus is paying their bills and keeping food on the table. And
anyone else here? I think for everyone here, the goal is to pay your bills. I pay my bills and I put food on the table. I'm pretty sure everyone's got bills. Pretty sure everyone's got bills. Pretty sure everyone wants to eat food. Okay.
Roof over their head. If they have to decide between a quick meal at McDonald's or Burger King or wherever, or a pizza pie, versus spending, if you have a family of 3, you're $100, $200 on meals on groceries for a week, and people don't have the extra dollars, most of the time they're gonna go for the cheaper option that's gonna keep.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points.
God, I feel retarded.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
I know that was longer, but man, that's a great example. That's like the ultimate example of the victim mentality of a weak person. Obviously, fast food is, Jonathan on YouTube says fast food's not cheaper. That's ridiculous. That's insane. That's just...
You're insane, gold member! That's a huge bitch!
That's ridiculous. It doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make any sense. If you go to McDonald's, just getting one meal is probably $15-20. Again, what I'm saying is grass-fed and finished beef more expensive than grain-fed beef? We can all agree that yes. Maybe there's certain places where the prices, but overwhelmingly, I would say that on average, for sure, that's not outlandish. Overwhelmingly, on average, grass-fed and finished beef would and should be more expensive. I mean, it should be just beef. What's crazy is we have to label beef grass-fed and finished beef. Shouldn't it just be beef? Hey, this animal's eating what they should be eating. Shouldn't it just be called beef? It should be. So fine. Grain-fed beef is still better than McDonald's. If you're just getting beef and you can't afford grass-fed and finished beef, okay, maybe they don't have it at your supermarket. Got it. You could still buy ground beef. Just eat carnivore. You just focus on the beef. Don't focus on, you don't need sweet potatoes and fruit. You don't need all these other things that can help. White rice is super inexpensive. White rice is like the cheapest, like starch. Sweet potatoes, cheap. Okay. It's going to depend, right? It's going to depend on the area. Average price of ground beef. It's going to be hard to... The St. Louis Fed average price of ground beef per pound. Oh, it's been going up, obviously. I don't know. This is the first thing that popped up. Let me see what this looks like. So look at the price of that. This is why we need the Department of Government Efficiency. This is why we need to gut the fucking government. We need to end the Fed, get rid of all these criminals. So look at that. What is that? $5.50? What do you guys? You guys tell me. You guys tell me. How much is this? Like, we're not talking grass fed and finished. Let's just say $5. This is average, right? Who knows? John says 80% ground beef here is $5 a pound. Where are you? Where's that? Let's just look at that. That's looks like about right. This is average. So it says 5.5, but average. That means some might be 7, some might be 3. You know, you have specials, buy one, get one 50% off, right? Buy one, get one 50% off. You might have, right? Yeah, you have different, yeah, still better than $5, $6, $7 for Doritos. I mean, give me a fucking break. West Virginia. All right. West Virginia represent. So let's say $5. Okay. Let's just say $5. So you're spending $15 or $20 at, let's say you have a family. I'm going to McDonald's dollar menu. I thought McDonald's got rid of the dollar menu. I don't eat at that shithole. Didn't they get rid of it? Didn't they get rid of the dollar menu? So if let's say you have a family of 4 at McDonald's, I don't think you're spending less than $20 or $30 these days. Yeah. Unless you get everyone apple slices or something. I don't eat this stuff, but it's got to be for a family of 4. Let's say that fat chick's argument, let's say $30, $20, $20 is probably super generous. Let's hamstring us a little bit. Okay. For my point, let's just say $20 for a family of 4. I doubt it's 20. It's probably 30. So if it's $5, that's 3 pounds of beef. 3 pounds of beef, $15. So John says 10 to 15. So if you go to McDonald's, it's 10 to $15 a person. You have kids. So let's say $30, $20, $30. You get 3 pounds of beef. And you guys know what a 5-pound bag of rice looks like. It's like 20 pounds. You get 20 pounds of rice, of white rice for like $5. Let's just say, or sweet potatoes. Let's say it's 70 cents a pound. So 3 pounds of beef and a couple sweet potatoes. And we're talking about with kids. They don't eat a lot. You're giving them beef and some sweet potatoes. What's the problem? So for a lot of you, you're saying you get grass-fed and finished for $8.99. So I'm not even talking about the higher, the better quality. I'm just talking about beef. Okay. So I'm just saying, like, people are full of shit. They're full of shit saying that they can't eat. And I'm not saying you're going to be eating filet mignon and caviar. But what I'm saying is if you buy stuff, and if you buy stuff in bulk and you make food, it's going to go a long way. It can go a long way. But the problem is people like that, if you go back to the video, she was morbidly obese. She didn't have a neck. She looked like Baron Harkonnen from Dune. So if you are obese like that, of course you think, oh my God, you think cooking for yourself is, I don't even know what people cook. Just because you're cooking doesn't mean you're eating healthy stuff. I can't cook at home. These people think of cooking at home as buying a bag of Doritos. You're not getting nutrient-dense food. What are people buying and cooking at home? If you actually eat the things that are necessary for survival, if you're really tight on money, then you're not buying all these extra condiments. You're not buying chips. You're not buying ice cream. These people think of going to the store and buying all their favorite foods and filling up a cart. Oh my God, it's $100. They think of this up front. This is why a lot of people don't make good decisions, because they can't extrapolate individual meal cost. They think $100 is more than 20. I'm going to get some fast food. They don't realize that $100 will get them through a week or two. I'm not saying $100 would, but I'm saying if you're buying, again, when people go to the store, they're buying toilet paper. They're buying all these different things. And what they don't realize is they're buying a lot of shit they don't need. A lot of times people go and they buy prepackaged stuff and they say, oh my God, my grocery bill was so expensive. Yes, I know prices are up. I'm not saying they aren't. They're across the board. So if you strip down to like, I'm eating carnivore, get beef and rice, beef and sweet potatoes, only that, I only have $150 to get groceries. Buy beef. Beef. Don't buy all the other extra fluff. Buy the meat and the fat, right? Get the protein and then have like a little carbohydrate stuff. That's all you need. And then you have a lot of food. Then you have like fucking 10 pounds of beef and you can eat for a week or two. It's not what people think it is. And again, when someone says, oh, to eat healthy and to cook my own food, they're thinking of all the dumb shit. Like they're thinking about all the stuff that they buy. And yeah, when you go and you buy all these Ziploc bags and you're buying prepackaged things and all these things in boxes and whatever it is, you're buying a lot of stuff that you don't need. So you think of this bill that's $200, $300, $400. But look at most people's carts. It's shit. There's like just trash in it. So people have this association with, well, when I go to the supermarket, I'm buying all these other things because people go there hungry and they're compulsive addicts and they just buy whatever they see on the shelves. Ooh, that looks pretty. Oh, that's pretty. If you go in and you get the fucking stuff you need, go get beef, maybe a little sweet potatoes, rice, like a little bit of fruit or whatever. Like just you get the meat and you spend all your money on that primarily. You have a lot of food. You have a lot more food than you think. If meat's $3, $4, you go into McDonald's and spending $30 for one meal, $30. That's 4 pounds of beef. Are your kids eating a pound of beef? Maybe. Well, they can. So $30 at McDonald's versus 5 pounds of rice and 4 or 5 pounds of beef. That's not one meal. That's a few meals. Mix the beef in with the rice and that's several meals. But it's the same. It's the same old meal. Oh, then stop fucking complaining. It's the same meal. I have to eat the same food a couple times in a row. Yeah, that's called getting your nutrition in. You don't go to the gas station and be like, oh, I always put in the same gas. I want to put in lemonade this time. I'm always putting in unleaded in my car. It gets so boring, the same gas. I want to put salt in my tank. I want to put sugar in. I want to mix it up. How about you just fuel your fucking tank and get back to work and go back to the other things that are going to help you make more money and get out of your situation or improve yourself and go educate yourself and start learning how to, I don't know, make more money, learn some fucking tools, learn some skills rather than just, I'm just going to eat some garbage and then watch Netflix all night. Well, then don't complain. Seriously, don't complain. All right, Freya says, I've been buying ground turkey more lately. Let's take some comments. What do you guys think? I've been buying ground turkey more lately because it's about $2 a pound. It's not the best, but it's a lot better than the ultra-processed garbage. Facts. Ground turkey. You do what you can, but that's much better. We can all agree that's much better than going and getting some fried vegetable oils and garbage McDonald's French fries and milkshakes and crap like that. All that ultra-processed garbage. It's Julian. OMG, that's like my roommate and myself. His bill is a lot higher, yet he barely eats any real food. You guys see the family-sized Doritos? It's like $6.79. That's 2 pounds of beef, or at least it's disgusting. And it's half empty, and it's all ultra-processed vegetable oils and seed oils and starch and just like cornstarch and shit like that. It's garbage. Yeah, Doritos are gross. Doritos are gross. Disgusting. It's disgusting shit. That's all it is. It's just absolute trash. Oh, we didn't get into that. That was a dumb... Oh, we still have one more video. I forgot we had this. I saved the political one for last because this one's titled, Who Voted Against My Rights? So I guess she has a septum piercing, so obviously she voted for Tardula Harris. So for any of you that are listening that don't pay attention or maybe have double-digit IQs, I don't think anyone that listens to this show has a double-digit IQ, or they're the ones like trolling in the comments sometimes. Says something mean. So if you think that anyone, you might be shocked to understand or to realize that voting for Donald Trump does not vote against anyone's rights. So I'm always curious as to these posts where it's like, I'm losing my rights. I'm sitting here crying because knowing my daughter doesn't have her rights. I would love for anyone to comment, what rights did they lose? Not a one. Actually, your women And the daughters and the children are actually gaining rights back because now you're not going to have men competing against them. You're not going to have men. I mean, we're so sorry, those of us that won the popular vote. We're so sorry that your daughter might not have creepy old men in her locker room or in her bathroom sexually assaulting her and maybe murdering her while she tries to go to the bathroom. So we're very upset for you that you can't expose your child to pedophilia and sexual assault. We feel really sad for you. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I can't, abuse my child anymore. Yeah. So anyway, let's watch this video. Let's watch this train wreck.
I am completely unhinged. I went to the grocery store.
That's that soundboard. Oh, that's great.
Great Scott!
You fucking people.
Oh, that's the whole video. That's the whole video. It's over. It's over. It's over. I got to get these new soundboards. I need to rip some audio. I need to rip some audio and get some more of these lib meltdowns. That's it. Clip it. Done. Sold.
I am completely unhinged.
And that's the show, fam. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Boom shakalaka! You lose.
That's it. That's it. Write that shit down. Write it. Clip it. Done.
I am completely unhinged. I am completely unhinged.
She sounds like AOC.
I am completely unhinged. 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 I am completely unhinged.
Okay. All right. I'll stop it. I think that. I am completely unhinged. Hinged. I love it when the video just, you're doing my work for me. You're doing it for me. All right, let's play the whole thing. It can only get worse from here.
I am completely unhinged. I went to the grocery store, and while standing in line, I was trying to guess who voted against my rights.
No one.
And I couldn't guess anymore. I was out of guesses. I was out of guesses because you're like sheep in wolves' clothing. And I just wanted to...
Say it again?
I just wanted to scream because you're like sheep in wolves' clothing. And because you're like sheep in wolves' clothing. And because you're like sheep in wolves' clothing. And
I got to clip that too. Oh, this is a video. A sheep in wolves' clothing.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Yeah. Her IQ is showing. What was it? It reminds me of like Billy Madison. Your balls are showing. It's like your IQ is showing. Sheep in wolves' clothing.
He's on fire!
Now, once you've
Okay.
had sex with the woman, she will naturally start to depend on you, okay? All women do this.
All right, I'll play the video and then move. Okay, and then we got a throwback, and then we'll give her the Swole card.
guesses because you're like sheep in wolves' clothing. And I just wanted to scream, who the fuck here voted against my motherfucking rights?
I would say if she was on the docket, I would vote specifically against her rights. Just hers. Everyone else, no rights. No one. Bumblebee tuna. Where is it? Yeah.
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is
No
Einhorn.
one. The answer to your question is no. No one voted against your rights. No one. I would point to the right. Point to your right that was voted against. Someone. They can't. They just get angry. They're just going to scream in your face because they're incorrect. No rights were regained for women. You do understand that, right? If you go into an LA Fitness, ladies, you want to change and get into your gym clothes and you want to have a dude in there hanging dong, is that what you want? I think that's taking away your rights. It's eradicating women. We know this is what's been happening. This is what the left does. They break apart the family. They blur the lines between, they blur all rational lines so they can manipulate, they can brainwash, and they can steal power and deconstruct society. So that's why the whole blurring, what is a woman, and all this stupid shit. It's anything. That's why math is racist, everything. You know, the Marxists and the communists just expose themselves. The identity politics, this is all it is. It kills societies. And this is why the mandate from the people the last week or whenever it was so resounding, because we literally saved our country from destruction. We just have to move it forward and make these positive changes. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. So anyway, no rights were lost, but your IQ is just abysmal. This is why we need to abolish the DOE, because the Department of Education has been an utter failure, and this is exactly why.
It against my motherfucking rights.
No one.
Didn't though. Mostly because my fucking throat hurt.
It's definitely not from sucking dick, that's for damn sure.
Because chickens?
Get yourself a man, straighten you out. Again, these are just people that have not gotten... Voting against your rights, what, so you can kill your babies? Now, here's the thing. I'm not complaining. I don't think any of us are arguing the fact that... I don't think anyone's arguing for her to reproduce. Okay? So what rights does she lose? Is it going to be like, oh, I lost the right to kill my baby? No, you probably still have that right. I'm sure you probably live in New York or Portland. Okay, so go murder your babies. No one here... You know, we're not going to stop you. First off, I don't know who's going to want to plow that. And fine, you remove yourself from the gene pool. You know, future generations will thank you for your service. Again, her not reproducing is a service to this country and to the future of our country. You know, I've been saying this for a long time. I don't think any of this stuff, you will look at all these like pro-abortion rallies and, oh, my rights, my rights, my rights. It's always from chicks who are never going to get laid. No one is like, no one's going there to pick up chicks. So it's always the people that have no risk of getting impregnated. No one wants that. No one, you're not at risk. You're just not at risk.
You make me happy.
You're not at risk. Okay. Well. There's that. Let's get into a throwback, and we'll give away today's Swole card. A reminder that today's Swole card is sick fucking gains. Hashtag SFGs. There's my Papa Swoleo. There's my sweet girl. Rest in beef, my little baby. Rest in beef, my sweet, sweet beesh. We all miss her, but there's the Tainty Man. This is what we have instead, but we all miss Papa Swoleo. It's been a week and a half. So last Monday was her last day, and 20 years old. It's been a long life. What a great picture. Papa Swoleo. Rest in beef. R.I.B. Sick fucking gains. Hashtag SFGs. Sweet, sweet salt and pepper beesh. All right. I'd be more surprised if Rufus was actually on the bed. Impossible. Impossible. Pinkston's over here too. But she's just curled up. I don't have the camera. I got shirts on the chair and stuff. So sweet Papa and then sweet Taint. Sweet Tainty Man. Nicely done. Good form. Good form. Okay, guy. All right, let's get into the throwback. Let's see which one. Ooh, plus size baddies. This looks horrible. Let's play this one.
Plus size baddies. What if you're the first?
Make the same
What are you
face.
talking about?
There's currently so much talk about like exclusivity and how, again, plus size bodies aren't allowed in certain spaces.
What's this?
Clearly.
She's retarded.
Like for me, one of my goals, like I want to be on reality TV.
You're on it. It's called social media. You want to be on reality TV? So you're fake as hell and you want to be more fake as hell. Oh, that's my goal. Be on reality TV. What the fuck are you talking about?
You dumb bitch.
Not sure which yet. Competition show, the first plus size bachelorette.
No, God!
Can you imagine the ratings? First plus size bachelorette. If it's Love Island, that island is gonna fucking sink.
That's something that I'm aspiring to.
That's fucking stupid.
The plus size bachelorette, can you imagine the ratings? That'd be worse than a Disney Star Wars sequel. Oh my God. Talk about the pilot would just sink. That'd be heavy film. People's TVs would fall off the wall. It would just be disaster. It would be disaster. It'd be like, it'd be people watching their phones are just like, I can't hold it. The mass, the girth. All right. Hashtag Swole card. Hashtag Swole card. Hashtag SFGs. Let's give away today's Swole card. It's time.
Congratulations!
No. That's not how it's done, Freddie. Are you going to do the card? Are you going to do the Swole card? You can do it right? Hit the right fucking button. Hit the one on the left. The left. Yeah, that one. The one that we've been hitting every day for thousands of episodes. Fucking bird. Goddamn bird. The sheep in wolf's clothing. That's going to be a quote. I'm quoting that. I got to clip that whole video. We got a winner. Today's Sick Fucking Gains is Michelle. Oh, why is that? Oh, hold on a second. I'm trying to clip it. There we go. There it is. Now you can say congratulations. Michelle, congratulations. Okay, now we got it. Thank you, Freddie. Yep. Oh. All right, everyone's ears. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put you on leave of absence, bro. It's too much. My ear holes are getting blasted. Michelle, congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swolecard 3113. People are asking, what is the title of today's episode? Should we just customize the titles? I have Gutting the Government and Women in Combat. Yeah, I mean, we can do some. Maybe we should do that. We can start doing that. If someone's live, you win the Swole card, you get to title the episode. That's pretty cool. Michelle, do you have a preferred title? Gutting the Government and Women in Combat. That's just the working title. That's just the initial. We're streaming. These are some of the topics. Do you have a title that you would like? I don't know if I want to unhinged hip. I don't know if I want to open this up just to the SwoleFam. I don't know if I want to open this up like that because I feel like the titles will just make no sense. Do you have a title? Let's see. What would it be? Who voted to take my rights? That's the thing. I would love to take away that person. You know, if you're tempting me, like I almost wish we did. I almost wish we did vote to take away her rights. Like I feel like we lost an opportunity to really clean house. You know, it's like she comes on and she makes this video. It's like, you know what? Now that you bring it up, sheep in wolf's clothing. It's like, now that you bring it up, I think we will. Take away your rights. I think we will. You know what?
Fuck yeah!
I think we should. Fuck your rights. Take them all away.
Inconceivable!
All right. Well, congratulations, Michelle. Thanks for being here. Everyone, make sure before we wrap up, a reminder to go and join the fam. Of course, SwoleNormousX.com, but you can also just head on over to the App Store. All right. So if you have an iPhone, you can go on the App Store, Google Play, download the SwoleNormous app. New launch just dropped this past week. Members have already been dipping their balls into it and their clits and whatever they want to dip. So members have already been getting into it. and getting juicy and introducing themselves in the community section and stuff. And of course, we have the Telegram chat, all these amazing benefits, but get everything on your phone. You could still use the website, so you can sign up on the website, but you can just jump right into the app and start your free trial over there. Swolenormous app in the store. So go and check it out, download it. If you haven't, start a class, try one of our Swollen 7s, try one of the class from the yoga studio, start Maximum Swole or the 90-day dash. Do it. You'll love it, says Cerny. I agree. Download the Swolenormous app now, join the fam, and we're looking forward to seeing you over there. And of course, we do have an overtime segment with a new Driving While Gaining coming on Friday, and we have private calls. We have a lot of stuff. App's awesome. Go enjoy it. Jump on that train. Wolf in sheep's clothing. No. It's sheep in wolf's clothing. She said it backwards. That's why it was funny. That's why the troll was funny. She said sheep in wolf's clothing. If I say that, people are going to be like, no, it's wrong. That might be it. Sheep in wolf's clothing. Oh my God. It's so stupid. I can't believe she said it backwards too. It might have to be sheep in wolf's clothing. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. It's that bad. It's that bad. All right, fam. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for 3114. Turn those notifications on. And if you haven't yet, take a moment on Spotify. You could watch on Spotify too. Leave a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcast and share it with your friends. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy Papa Swole. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making